Behind every great rock band, there's a story of drama, rivalry, and legendary feuds. And when it comes to Guns N' Roses, Axl Rose was at the center of it all. From fistfights with Vince Neil to heated confrontations with Kurt Cobain, join us on a journey through the tumultuous world of rock and roll with one of the most challenging artists to collaborate with. While Axl is undoubtedly one of the greatest vocals to have ever graced the stage, he's also infamous for being one of the most challenging artists to collaborate with. This video is all about the rockers who just can't stand to be around Axl. Let's take a trip back to the infamous 1992 Guns N' Roses Metallica Stadium Tour. This tour is etched into the annals of rock history as one of the most ill-fated tours of all time. Tensions between the two bands quickly spiraled out of control, and things only got worse when Metallica's lead singer James Hetfield suffered third-degree burns from the band's pyrotechnics during their set, forcing them to end the show prematurely. With James rushed to the hospital, Guns N' Roses had a chance to save the day and put an unforgettable performance for their fans. However, instead of taking the stage after an extended 3-hour intermission, Axl decided to end the show early, citing a sore throat. This decision left the crowd furious and led to a riot that cost $400,000 worth of damage. In a 2021 interview with Kerrang, Metallica's Kirk Hammett spilled the tea on the notorious Guns N' Roses Metallica Stadium Tour of 1992, pointing the finger squarely at Axl Rose for all the tour's troubles. Kirk remarked, "That tour was a real headache because there was just so many problems. You never know if Axl was going to show up on time or even play the show at all. It was really driving everyone nuts." While Axl Rose initially idolized Nirvana's Kurt Cobain, the feeling was most definitely not mutual. Cobain was vocal in his dislike of Guns N' Roses, sneering, "There's nothing special about that band. They're just a bunch of alcoholics with tattoos." This only served to further infuriate Axl, and when Nirvana turned down a lucrative touring offer alongside JNR and Metallica, Axl took it as a personal insult. As the animosity between the two bands grew, Axl began to viciously attack Cobain on stage, branding him a junkie with a junkie wife. Their feud would come to a head at the 1992 MTV Video Music Awards, where a heated confrontation nearly devolved into a full-blown brawl. Nirvana drummer Dave Grohl remembered, "It was all just soap opera BS." Kurt Cobain eventually drew a line in the sand, declaring in an interview with The Advocate that Axl Rose is a sexist, narcissist, homophobe. "You can't be on his side and be on my side." After Cobain's tragic death in 1994, Guns N' Roses extended an olive branch to Nirvana's surviving members by offering their condolences. But wait, there's more. One of the most legendary feuds in rock history was between Guns N' Roses' Axl Rose and Motley Crue's Vince Neil. It all kicked off at the 1989 MTV Video Music Awards when the two frontmen got into a physical altercation backstage. The exact cause of the fight is still up for debate, with rumors ranging from a romantic rivalry over Axl's girlfriend to a dispute over who would perform first on stage. Whatever the reason, the scuffle was intense, with Axl reportedly delivering a punch to Vince's face, and thus the feud was born. The rock feud between Guns N' Roses and Motley Crue raged on for years, with both bands taking shots at each other through their music and in interviews. Guns N' Roses' Get in the Ring called out Vince Neil and other critics, while Motley Crue's Misunderstood was seen as a response to Axl Rose's accusations. Eventually, in 1997, Axl and Vince reconciled, even performing together on stage, but their infamous 1989 altercation remains a legendary moment in rock history. Slash later opened up about his departure from Guns N' Roses and his rocky relationship with Axl, stating that the band's direction was not to his liking and Axl had become increasingly difficult to work with. Despite this, in 2016, Guns N' Roses surprised fans by showing up to accept their induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, with Axl thanking his former bandmates and the fans for their support. While Axl's reputation as a diva persists, his talent as a musician and his impact on the world of rock and roll cannot be denied. His contributions to Guns N' Roses have cemented his place in music history, and whether you love him or hate him, his influence on the genre is undeniable. Well guys, that's all for today's video. Meet you in the next one, and until then, stay safe.